and begin. Hello, Spitfire. Once again, anyone, if you have any quick questions, throw them in mute speakery. I'll also give a bit of time for questions once the tournament starts, just in case once we get more people in here. But if you have anything you want to ask right now, just let me know while we are all waiting here. Can't hurt to ask if you got anything. So for the air part of the tournament, you may use whatever aircraft you want, as long as it is tier 4 or below. Same rule applies to the air portion that applies to the ground. Yes, there is no naval part, partially because I'm sure not that many people have developed naval trees, because it's not a very popular game mode, but also it wouldn't be super entertaining to watch, I think. So we decided it would be best to not have a naval portion. Three minutes here. So, if you are part of a team here and not all of your members are currently here at the moment, I recommend getting them in here if you can. Because in 2 minutes, I'll start going over the brackets, start going over what we're going to be doing. And then from there, we will start with the games. So I don't know exactly what team you're a part of. You might not be going up right away. Your teammate might make it in time. Depends on when you end up going up. If you have only 2 people for the first round, but you still want to play, you are welcome to do so, but you're probably not going to have the best time of it. So that is entirely up to you. If anyone who is in this voice chat does not have a team but would like to participate, send me a DM right now, and I can try to make temporary teams if I get enough people who are interested, or I can use you to fill in any gaps teams have who need players. So if you want to volunteer as a kind of free agent and get put where you need, or put into a team that you don't already have, just let me know and we can organize that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the event. I don't know if that notifies people or not. We're about to see. It has started. We are live. Okay, so... Oh yeah, that seems to have notified people. Here they come. We'll give them a few moments to all start joining here. That filled up real quick. Hello, everybody. Okay. So I have one volunteer. Thank you, JU88. Does anyone else here not have a team but would like to participate? We can make some temporary teams here so you can participate if you so desire. Just send me a DM and we can get that set up. Give it one more minute for people to get in, and then we will go over the brackets and the singular announcement I have, basically. Seems to have calmed down a little bit, though. If you have questions, go ahead and put it in mute speakery for me, just so I'm not having to look all over the place. We are going to change channels, actually, from mute speakery to Mute Speakery Games Edition, which is in the gaming tab, just so we don't fill up everywhere. But that doesn't have to happen right away. Okay, Mouse Chan, are planes allowed? There is a distinct plane section we're gonna have, where if you're in a, sorry, I'm getting a lot of DMs and it's hard to think. Okay, you don't need to take SPAA. The games are not mixed. Ground battles is tanks only, air battles is planes only. There's no mixed battles just because cast in a 3v3 is going to be downright dirty. So don't worry about that. If you want to bring an SPAA to shoot tanks, you are more than welcome to do so, but that is not something you need to do. Okay, so if everyone would direct your attention to Mute Speakery Games Edition in the gaming tab, I have placed the current brackets. That is going to be the order teams are going to be fighting today, and how the bracket is going to look. So up first, we have Team Steel Hunters versus Team Awerabus. If you are a member of either of those two teams, please let me know. I want to make sure that those teams are actually here. And if not, then we will potentially have to skip them. Okay, so Barry's here. There is no JU88. You're not in the team yet. I haven't been able to find anyone. There is no BR bracketing. It is any vehicles you want as long as they are tier 4 and below. So you are welcome to use either your best vehicles or have a little bit of fun with it. It is up to you. And this is going to transition now into our next announcement here, which is that there is only a single vehicle that is actually being banned. That is the final call here, which is the PT 76 or 5776, whatever. So everyone here knows what I'm talking about if they know what I'm talking about. All right, my dyslexia is not helping me. All right, that is the only vehicle that is currently banned at the moment. Other premiums are allowed. Thank you, Paladin. That vehicle, that is the currently only banned vehicle, because a lot of people have expressed concerns about it being a little too strong. While I'm not going to make a judgment call on that, we're not going to be having it in the tournament because this is for fun over anything else. Okay, if you guys are a member of either Steel Hunters or a Wereaboo, I guess just send me a DM actually with your War Thunder name, and I will invite you into the War Thunder custom game, and we will start now. I'm going to go ahead and start streaming. If you're also a member of those two teams, then I'm going to ask you guys to separate from this channel and make a VC with yourselves, both so you can communicate and also so I know you guys aren't, watching the stream and learning where enemy positions are. Because that would be a little unfortunate. All right, I'm going to start inviting people now who are in these teams. So once you're in the squad, if you ready up, I believe it'll put you in the game. If you are not one of the two teams going up, please don't send me your War Thunder. Otherwise, it's going to get real confusing. All right. Kona Boy, if you're missing a team member, I do have a fill-in the form of JU88G. He's in chat. He is offering. If you would like to accept him, you may. Okay, we got Chech Hands, who is one of the team members. Everyone else, if you could start making your way in, we will try to get this first game on the road. Oh, Barry, I believe, already went to the other VC. Once you're in the squad, please go ahead and ready up so that you get put into the game, and I can remove you from the squad so I can start inviting other people here. JU88, you're not coming up for me. Hold on, I'm grabbing these two. Hi, I saw you two in the other VC. I've pulled you back real quick. Because you two need to send me your War Thunder names so I can add you to the match. Then you can go ahead and join that other one. You did send it? Oh, right, your profile picture's different. That's what threw me off. I apologize. JU88, I still need yours. Because your name didn't come up. So try sending it again. I do apologize to everyone. This may take a little bit to get set up. Just first time all of us are doing this here, so. All right, JU. That doesn't come up. I don't. That's your War Thunder name, yeah? Okay, got a different person for Wereaboos. If you are in the game currently, so squatting and shines, please set yourself to either Axis or ally team accordingly so that you are with your teammates. Because, well, otherwise, it puts you on a random team, and that isn't quite what we want. Squatting's here. Shines is good. Okay, so we have 4 players in. We are missing 1 player from both teams, I believe. Team members, do you know who's missing from yours? Is it that I don't have theirs, or are they just not here? Does anyone... Okay, so Ares is on the way. They're just setting something up. And JU88 is still trying to get me their War Thunder. Does anyone in the... the one you're sending me isn't correct. It doesn't work. Nothing comes up when I search that. Oh, it's on the stream. See it. No search results. JU80, are you able to find the game in the custom lobby finder or whatever it is? I know you're able to join it without a direct invite. While that happens, okay, we got the other guy in. There's Ares. Set your team to allies, please. Someone just suggested I try to invite. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Oh, underscores. That's what you meant. Okay, yeah, you got a point. Let me try. Nope, nothing. Add dashes. Okay, that. There we go. Okay. So, go ahead and join on in here. And, set yourself to Axis team, I believe. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. So if everyone who is in both teams, go ahead, split off to your own voice channels so you can communicate. There we go. You're gonna have to make one. You guys aren't in a 2v3. You've got JU88 now, so it's a 3v. Yes, you can make your own VC. If you click on the gaming voice hub or the general voice hub, it'll create a VC, and you can go ahead and join up into one. Yeah, you can VC in another Discord. That's all right by me. All right, JU88, set yourself to Axis. Set your team to Axis with the change team button. And then we can go ahead and get started here. Can I set the team for you, actually? I don't know. No, I can't. We're all kind of waiting on you. Here. No, you need to set your team. Click the change team button until you see the Axis symbol. So I didn't say this while that's happening. The first map that is selected for the day is Middle East. This was selected by a random wheel before we all began. And each round will have its map randomly selected from the available pool. Okay, you're on allies now, so hit that one more time and you'll be good. Alright, cool. Now everyone off to your own VCs. 88, I see you're still in here. You need to not be in here so that you're not accidentally cheating by seeing my stream. And once all the team members are gone, we will begin. First round of the tournament. Alright, I believe they're all good. Alright, with that said, we are going to go ahead and start. I'm just going to make one last check. I want to start this when someone's getting water or something. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yes. Wait for one more. I've been pinged. Where have I been pinged? Alright, we're going to go ahead and start here. Let's see what the first tournament holds for us. Gotta wait for people to spawn. Where is my mouse? Don't tell me my mouse is hidden. There we go. Forgot I had it hidden. Right. Just use hover camera. Hover camera saves me the time. So, from the green team, which I believe is a Wereaboos, we have a Type 61 T92 and a JPZ-45 coming out of them. Meanwhile, over on the other side of the map, is there a quick key? Okay, yeah, brackets. Pardon me, I haven't actually done this before. The other side of the map here, we have a KV2 coming out of purple team, who I've somewhat forgotten the name of, Hetzer, and a Centurion. Both teams are proceeding towards the middle point with a Wereaboos taking advantage. Let's see how this round goes. They're opting currently to not touch the point and give away their location. They are allowed to take that point if they want to start bleeding tickets. Okay, they've started capturing it. The other team now knows there's at least one individual on A. The KV2 is pushing straight for it, probably looking to get an early pick off. And they've called an artillery barrage. That marking smoke's giving the Type 61 a bit of warning of what's to come. Smoke's been deployed to try to give him some concealment. That also does give his location away to the very angry KV2. Centurion's looking for an angle as well, and the Hetzer is holding the flank. Now the Hetzer and T92 might come into a bit of a conflict here. As the Centurion pushes up, what is the T92 looking at right now? Okay, T92 is just watching towards the point, so is the Type 61. The 92 does have an opportunity, having flanked the entirety of purple team. Artillery barrage coming down to suppress the KV2. T92 is pushing out. It doesn't see the Hetzer, I don't think, but the Centurion should be very obvious. He's begun firing on him. That Centurion might be having... I'm going to try to get onto him. Someone here's lost their... Oh, that's the Type 61. They have lost their gunnery crew and are engaged in close combat with the Centurion. This is not what you really want to see when you're in a 3v3, is having a Centurion hugging your teammate. KV2 is pushing up, and I think the Hetzer is currently engaged with the T92 over here, keeping him from murdering the rest of this team. The KV2 is going to do probably a bit of a mercy kill on this poor Type 61 here, who is stuck repairing. That is quite unfortunate. KV2 does take a shot for the pleasure, though. His barrel's out. And the Centurion is going to defend his friend. However, I believe that shot bounced. Oh, I'm looking at the Hetzer. That would explain why I didn't see any damage. That shot may have killed the driver over here. Centurion is having to repair, so is the KV2. Both players disabled. The T92 is coming around. This could be real good. He managed to get the Hetzer. This is a strong opportunity for Awerabuz to take an advantage. The KV2, not his priority target, focusing on the Centurion. Just taking the breach out of him. I believe that KV2 is his next target. KV2, ammo detonation. Very large candle now in the middle of the A point. Centurion running for his life as he is chased down by the remaining 2 green players. Popping smoke to cover his advance. However, I do believe he just lost his engine. Yes, that is an unfortunate loss for the purple team, having lost their hold on the center of the map. Green team, Awerabuz, going to be able to retake it here. Now, the question becomes, what is the other team answering with? I'm seeing a T-34 of all vehicles out of purple. It's going to have an opportunity to engage this Type 60. The green is because he's in my squad still. I forgot to remove him. That's on me. These 2 are enemy players. However, neither appears to have seen each other, which is very much a shame, because that would have been an opportunity for a nice pick for the T-34. Panther A also on a very long flank. These 2 are going to run basically headfirst into each other here. With the JPZ coming down mid as well, and that T92 looking to get some more flank action. The 92 and this Type 60, an ambush actually, might end up getting him unless he knows he's there. JPZ lost its barrel. Type 60 knows he's there and knows he's repairing, or reloading rather. Gets the shot. Nice use of teamwork there, intentional or not, from Awerabuz, who seem to be leading this tournament. T92 narrowly dodging a shot. I believe that came from the Panther, wherever he is. Where is the Panther, actually? Panther's over there. That was, in fact, a shot from him. He did, in fact, manage to snipe the T90. Or, rather, Type 60, pardon me. And I believe the JPZ is currently repairing, does not have the ability to... Oh, and gets sniped by the Panther. Great flank from, Czech Hands. Czech Hands. Hans. Yes. English is hard. T92 over here, being the current MVP for Green Team, is stuck rather out in the open. He's not got a shot on that Panther A, and he's got this KV1 who's going to be pushing up upon him. This is the last life for JU88 here in his KV1. Trying to make some magic work with World War II vehicles. Question becomes, how does the T92 predict him? He's looking the wrong way. This is rather unfortunate. He seems to have realized his mistake. Will he do it in time, though? KV1 getting a shot, and that's a turret ring out. T92 completely out in the open here, has no support from his friends, and gets taken out by a KV1. Good work there. Now, back on this side of the map, the Panther A and this Ho-Ri prototype are engaged. The Ho-Ri's got a pretty devastating cannon, but no armor, so it's going to really matter here who gets the first shot off. Tiger 2H also in support here. This Panther's somewhat pinned down, but watching that angle. Oh, Ho-Ri gets a pick on the KV1. Does he know the Panther's there, though? Panther takes a shot, appears to miss. That has somewhat given away his position. Ho-Ri's going around on a flank. Panther seems to know. This is really going to matter on who gets the shot. Panther, at his advantage, doesn't seem to have done anything. He yellowed the engine. That's rather unfortunate from the Panther there. On a quick note, while not much is going on, I believe that might actually be the complete destruction of Purple Team. If you are DMing me during the match, I am not going to be able to check. I'm going to say no to switching nations during matches. That was a question I received in DMs, and that is going to be a no. Oh, never mind. I was incorrect. There is actually one more spawn out of purple team here. A lone Tiger 2 versus the remaining forces of green team here. This is the authentic late war Germany experience where you have a single tank versus 3 of the enemies. It's not very authentic in the fact that there's a Tiger H on the other team, but close enough. We're going to go ahead and watch this last one from player view of Hans here as he tries to survive the onslaught from that Ho-Ri prototype. So probably better to do default view here. Ho-Ri trading shots, trying to penetrate. Both players firing somewhat blindly. Ho-Ri takes a pretty nasty shot to the gunnery crew, and I believe the game ran out on tickets there. So, good job there, everybody. It was a pretty interesting first match out of these players. And, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the second round here, which is going to be, first of all, going to quickly remove from squad so he's not still green. We're going to spin the wheel for the air section. The map selected is Ireland. Ireland duels. Okay, everybody ready? Gonna announce it in chat in case they are still not in the VC. Yes, you have 3 spawns on this, same as the ground. The allied team took the last one, if I'm not mistaken, so they have 1 point up right now. One second, I am checking something. Yes, okay, so... Once everyone has your air lineups, go ahead and ready up, and we will begin the air section of this tournament. Or this round, I guess. Matchup? What would the term be? Well, it's a fight, so we'll just call it that. It'd be a heat? Okay, we can call it a heat. Okay, last 2 players here. Once you get your air lineups, ready up, and... we will start. There's 3 rounds, yes. There's a ground round, an air round, and then another ground round if necessary. Alright, once Shine's ready is up here, we are going to begin. So once again, both teams, please leave the VC if you are participating. Go to your own VCs, and good luck. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start here. This is the first air round of the tournament. Well, Paladin, I don't believe you're playing currently, so you've got time to make a loadout. Who knows? Maybe you'll have some good luck with it. Alright, we've got a 227 from one team, a 152 from the other. We've got some interesting plane choices here from both parties. A Corsair of all things. No hover move this time. We're going to have to follow. I think the most interesting person to follow here is going to be the 217 here. Very slow turn fighter. Generally, you want turn fighting in these shorter engagements, but he's chosen to take a very strong amount of guns at the cost of low maneuverability. Let's see if it pays off. TA-152 going up high. The Yak appears to be head-onning the 217. I don't know how smart of a move that is. Manages to bait out a climb from him. It's not a situation you want to find yourself in. And the Yak and the 217 are fighting in a vertical. I didn't think I'd see this matchup. It's not going too well for the poor 217, who has now stalled out. Very vulnerable if the other team is able to take advantage of it. AI on the 152, but getting bailed out by his teammate. Oh, when I wasn't paying attention, the 217 got completely deleted by the 152. That's not the situation you want to see. KI trying to get on the 152, but being held off for the moment. It's being chased by the Yak. Good use of teamwork here from both players, and I believe that actually these two, the I-225 and the F4U, have been having a fight completely off on their own. Unfortunately leaving the poor KI-61 to his inevitable fate here. If he keeps having this Yak on him, he will eventually get caught. Not able to catch up to that very light airframe 152 and losing a lot of energy. Does the Yak have ammo? The Yak isn't shooting. Okay, the Yak does have ammo. This is not a situation you want to find yourself in with a plane glued to your tail. Very low energy. He's very vulnerable to the 152 turning around, which he is doing. Looking for an opportunity. The F4U swooping in out of nowhere, bringing some 50 caliber pain to the Yak, trying to bail out his teammate. He has disengaged from the 152, who... No, that's not him on fire. That's something else. Oh, a huge pilot snipe from the 225 on that KI-61 there. This Corsair just got pilot sniped as well. That Jesus. This 225 is at 3 aerial victories at the moment. Doing an awful lot for his team here. The 152 still just trying to really gain altitude. Both teams have disengaged here and are climbing at the moment. We have a turboprop in the round. It's an interesting choice of aircraft as it's not very agile either, but it does have speed and firepower. Let's see if they can make it work. 152 turning around. I think we should really be watching Hans here, as he's proven to be quite the powerful player both in ground and air. 152 climbing for the A2D in a head-on. That's a lot of 20 mils from both players. I think the A2D is spinning out though. The 52 did lose a wingtip to that. Plane has got a large enough wing volume to be stable still. Getting good shots on that Fokker-Wolf too, claiming another victory for his team. He does have a KI on him, but I believe he can just outrun him. And the KI deleted by Hans with no warning. He's not dead yet, but he has taken significant damage to his tail, which you really do need to be maneuverable in these situations. Trying to get a shot off on the 152, not gonna happen. And now the Yak is on him, and the 225, here it comes. Rolling evasive, managing to dodge most of this. I don't know how long that will last. Getting shots off on the 152. That Yak is coming in for another shot here. I don't know if the Yak has cannon ammo anymore or not, but he probably has his machine guns. 225, barely missing. Let's watch the Yak. Yak is firing with his 7.7. I think those are 7.7s. Both parties turning quite heavily. I'm not seeing anything else from green team, so I believe this might be their last aircraft. 1v3 is not a situation you want to find yourself in, especially not against these particular vehicles. loss of a wingtip there for Shine's going to be taking him out of the sky. And since that is 2 deaths now, he may have one more respawn. If not, I believe that is a second victory for... No, that is a lost vehicle. That is a second victory for the... Wait, no, that's not a second victory. Hank won that round. Or Hank was on that team. So I believe they're 1-1 now. Team that lost on the ground now managing to win in the air. The air battle, a very strong equalizer. Hans doing some very interesting maneuvers right before that round ended in victory, I would presume. Alright, let's see the teams come back. I believe we're moving on to a final round here, once again in ground battles. Let's see what map we end up with. Map is Sinai. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I was under the impression that it's 1-1 now, because I thought the Allies won the first round, and then the Axis team won the second. So I believe it is 1-1. Alright, so we're going to have one last round here, unless this somehow ends in a tie. This map, it will be Ground Battles Sinai. So go ahead, bring out your tank lineups, and this will be a winner-takes-all round. Alright, if everyone has their lineup selected, we'll go ahead and begin this round. Once again, teams, go to your respective voice channels, and good luck. Here we go. That air round proving to be a good equalizer, letting those who are not as good at ground still be able to even up the game, if not win it, through a good air round. Sinai here, much more open map than the previous map. This one's got very little cover outside of these rock faces. It'll be interesting to see what vehicles the teams take, whether they're the same or they choose different vehicles is going to be interesting to see. Hank straight up cheating at the moment. I can't chat because the servers are down. So I'm gonna give this round to the team that isn't cheating, and say that unfortunately that this team is now lost. Because the aircraft were not permitted. This was said multiple times. I appreciate the decision to just say fuck it and bring a nuke, but it has unfortunately cost them their game here. Hurdle coming out of the other team. Very little in the way. We also have a Flak Panzer. Some interesting choices coming out of purple team. Besides the obvious decision to do what is effectively flipping the table. I can't warn them that Hans is doing this. I don't think Hans has permission to do this. Or not Hans, pardon me. I don't think JU88 told his team about his plan before doing this, so I feel bad about disqualifying them over this. If the Flak Panzer kills his own team's PE8, I will forgive them. But we'll have to see what happens. I'm going to enter funny hover mode. Green team has spotted the T-44 over here. They know he's here. They've marked him repeatedly. And I believe that has resulted in his imminent destruction. Yes, from this M41 over there. I have just been messaged by JU88 asking if he could take a plane after he has already taken a plane. I've told him if he J's out, I will spare his team the disqualification. But if he drops that bomb, he will be murdered. Oh, did he bring an airline up? Okay, hold. I can't fucking tell everyone to quit. What do I do here? Why did chat have to be down?
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Well, this is unfortunate. Hold on, let me try DMing. Hans. Or, no, who's the other person? Alright, well this is rather unfortunate. Yeah, I just don't want to waste everyone's time here with doing a rematch. Hans, or I don't know why I keep doing that. JU88 did agree to J out without dropping his payload. But he doesn't actually have any tanks. He brought an airline up. And so he is going to be out for the rest of this game. The Flak Panzer and T-34 pushing up towards the point. T-28 getting hit by an artillery barrage. Not a whole lot they can do against that in the Flak Panzer. However, he appears to be looking the wrong direction, which is an interesting tactic. The Ho-Re prototype does seem to know they're there. Gets a beautiful shot off on that Flak Panzer. Paladin, that's not how custom games respawn limits work. At 3 spawns, they physically cannot spawn in again. It's not an honor rule thing. T-34 are going to have to make this push completely alone against 2 tank destroyers who both can one-shot him, and he doesn't even get that far. Gets hit by a Tiger 2 coming out of spawn. Rather unfortunate demise there. E28 proving to be very strong on a map like this where you can't really sneak up on it super easily. Purple team's got a Panther 2, which is an interesting vehicle because it doesn't actually exist, and a T-34-85. Now the thing that's going to make or break this push from the Panther 2 is whether or not he manages to get a shot off on that Ho-Re. Let's see what he's looking at. He does see him. He knows he's there. Does he know about the T-28 though? Well, he knows now. Gets a shot off. Doesn't do much. Unfortunately, turns into a Roman candle. T-28 proving its worth as a very large pillbox with a big cannon. It is all up to Hans now. Hans on his last respawn. Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. Tiger 2 coming out of mates. He does have that as his last life. Gets the Ho-Re. Good shot from Hans. Pushing up now. T-28 coming to bring the fight to him. Hans sees it. He has to hit that commander's cupola. Hits it in the mantlet. That's not going to work. And is destroyed by the murder Tootle. Now, this time for real, it is genuinely up to mates. There is no more respawns for him or his teammates, unfortunately. And the round ends by tickets. Okay, so I'm going to talk to the teams real quick in chat and ask them if they want to do a rematch or not. Okay. We're going to be doing another rematch here. So that's all good. Cool, not cook. Yes, we're having another rematch because unfortunately, one member of the Axis team did bring air only. Yes, it was an intelligence move from the Axis team here. All right, everyone, ready up. Once you have your tank lineup selected, make sure this time. And let's go ahead and have a final battle here. Teams, back to your voice chats. Good luck. Have fun. Waiting on mates here. Are you just coming up with the different strat, or is mates good? I was just asked if all the matches are going to be today. So it depends on how long this ends up taking and how everyone feels. If it ends up that we're here for, you know, a while and we haven't gone through a lot, I might choose to break this up till next week. And, you know, have a second part here. If people want to keep going, we can keep going. It is up to you guys. We're just here for fun. So we'll see after a few rounds how everyone's feeling and if we want to break this up into a few days. Obviously, getting it all done today is the best thing because everyone's here right now. But worst comes to worst, we are able to break this up if it's going to be like 6 hours of tournament. Hopefully, we don't have any more matches like this one where we have a while to get in and then obviously having to do a rematch here. Hopefully, that doesn't happen anymore. But worst comes to worst, and you have to go for any reason, just let me know. And if a lot of people have to leave or don't want to keep playing, just let me know and we can see about breaking it up. All right, so coming out of purple, we got a KV-2, Panther 2, and T-34. Meanwhile, green team is repeating pretty much their lineup from match 1 with a T-92, JP-4, and a Ho-Ri prototype. Ho-Ri prototype is an apparent favorite of this team, bringing in every chance they get. T-92 is going on a flank on the right side, going to be encountering that Panther 2 and T-34. Meanwhile, the two tank destroyers are going to be fighting a KV-2, which is not a matchup I like for that KV-2. He does not have the range nor ability to reload in time to really deal with those light tank destroyers. Really, you want that KV-2 fighting heavier opponents, but that's not going to be happening here. Looks like the T-92 is setting up to actually overwatch Alpha. Green team has spotted the KV-2. We're going to go ahead real quick and look over there at what they're doing. They have marked him, however, they haven't seemed to be shooting at him. I assume the Ho-Ri spotted it from over here. T-92 has spotted that T-34. He hears the engine. He knows there's a guy near him, but he doesn't quite know where. Both players having the exact same idea and choosing to overwatch Alpha instead of directly attack. The KV-2 has, I believe, dropped a... No, that's a destroy marker. Okay, so the T-92 has actually marked the Panther 2 for his teammates. They both know where they are. Taking shots at that T-34, managed to hit, I believe, the gunner, loader, and driver there. T-34 now a sitting duck, taken out with the next shot. Panther 2 now knows where that 92 is, has dropped an artillery barrage to hopefully try to push him out. It appears to be working. T-92 now retreating back away from the smoke. Panther 2 is waiting in ambush, trying to potentially push around this corner, get aggressive with him. This is a standoff. Meanwhile, the Ho-Ri prototype is moving over to Alpha to decaf that point and prevent that ticket bleed. Artillery barrage pushing the Panther out even further. Panther's going to be pushing around this corner onto the T-92. T-92 doesn't quite know he's there, or is maybe trying to use third person. Sees the Panther. Panther is up. He has marked him, so his team now knows, and now these two are going to have a bit of a stare-off over here. Going to really quickly pop over here, just in time to see a beautiful shot from this JP. I believe the T-92 was destroyed. An artillery barrage on the Ho-Ri prototype. Trying to push him out. It's not going to work. He's going to end up with this point. Panther 2 did end up winning that engagement. He's now going to be able to get a nice overwatch on that alpha point and potentially take out the players who are capping it. Let's see what he sees. He does see the Ho-Ri. Going to be able to take a shot at him in a second here. Ho-Ri doesn't quite seem to know he's there. Does see he's there. Unfortunately not able to penetrate that armor. His gunnery crew has now been eliminated, and this next shot here will be a bit of a mercy kill from the Panther 2. Manages a non-pen. I didn't know you could do that on the Ho-Ri prototype, but I guess it hit at just the right angle. Third time's the charm. Yes, indeed. Ho-Ri is destroyed by this Panther 2. T-28, Murder Turtle, coming for a vengeance against that Panther 2. Most of his team is not spawned in. I do wonder if they are out of lives. T-34 going to decap the point from purple team here. This is a... Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. They were just taking a moment to respawn. They do not... They have more vehicles. This match is not yet really decisively in either team's favor. Tickets are about even. Kills are exactly even, in fact. Both teams here at a very nice stalemate. Panther 2 trying to get a bit of an overwatch. Seems looking for something. I'm actually not quite sure what he's looking at. Oh, he's looking for anyone coming for him and trying to overwatch towards A. Makes sense. Oh, a bit of a pick-off here. The T-44 managing to get a snipe off from a very strange position here. Gets one kill on Shines. Gets his track removed by squatting. He's now stuck here. If squatting can get a shot, he's very vulnerable. Doesn't quite have the gun depression, I don't think, to do anything about it. But both parties here at something of an impasse. Knowing where each other are, but not really being able to shoot each other. Meanwhile, the T-28 is now in a fight with the Panther 2. I believe he may have taken out the gunnery crew. Never mind. Just wasn't looking at him. He has lost his barrel. It's not exactly the situation you want. Trying to 50 cal out the track so he can't be flanked. Seems to be working to a degree. The Panther is having to hide behind smoke and rocks to even approach the turtle. Pushing through, makes a blind shot through the smoke, doesn't quite connect. Both parties here not being entirely sure where each other are. Going for that track again. Manages to get it. The Panther's not going to be able to get that flank anymore. Both tracks completely removed on the Panther. T-28 exposing his side to the Panther, hoping he can outrun its traverse. Seems to be correct in that assumption. This is quite an awkward and scrappy fight. T-60 getting very nice SPG shots on that Panther. Panther's on fire, has lost most of his crew, has no engine. I believe we're about to see a flaming candle very quickly, yes. T-34, who's been on the point since quite a while ago, has been reinforced by the T-44. Both parties trading shots with the light tank over here, who's trying to find out where they are. Doesn't quite know, but he seems to know the general location of where they all are. Does see that T-34. Believe he may have gotten a mark off there, but unsure. The two tank destroyers together over on this side of the map going to be able to provide overwatch, while squatting provides the area denial on the left side of the map here, pushing up a bit, seeing what he can do. Sorry about that. Someone asked a question again. T-44 and M41 are about to come to a bit of an impasse here. T-44 not looking to his left, knowing where those tank destroyers are. I don't know if either of those tank destroyers quite see him. A rough estimate given out by the M41 on where he thinks the enemy is. These two here are going to run head first into each other, and I believe the 44 knows. Gets a nice pick on that 41. Type 60, trying to make some advance. The turtle died, apparently. I didn't even see that. Yeah, the Tiger 2H got him. I believe he got a flank off, managed to get a side-on shot. This 60 is now very vulnerable. Very little armor on that tank. Good firepower, but that Tiger 2 gets line of sight. He's not going to have a very good day. Attempting to contest the point. That does give away his position, but he needs to stop that ticket bleed. Not a whole lot he can do. T-34 and T-44 pushing him. Artillery called on his position as well. Bit of a last stand here, actually. If they don't decap this point, they're going to lose sooner than they're going to run out of lives. Tickets being much more important in this fight than I think many people predicted. T-60 is looking to his right. Is he obscured by debris and smoke? There's a chance here that marker smoke might actually end up saving him to a degree. As well as the smoke from that artillery barrage. A bit of friendly fire, I believe, on that 44. He's been marked by somebody. T-60 taking a shot in the side, lost his gunner. He is now playing a survival minigame as he gets shot at by both parties. Really just trying to buy time for his team to get up here. Unfortunately is defeated by that 44. T-26 attempting to make a play as well. They do need to get on this point sooner than later, as the battlefield slowly becomes a pockmarked artilleried mess. 26 playing very defensively, but he really does have to make a move because of the tickets. Game's down to a wire for Green Team, which is quite a turnabout from last round where they won pretty handily, though that may have just been because one of the other team was unfortunately in an aircraft. Shines out of lives here. Doesn't get onto the point in time to stop that ticket bleed, and that is GG. Quite a turnabout. All right, so the Axis team did win this one. That's going to be Chech, Hans, Mates, and Mag Agent Hank. Which team were you two? You two were not the Owerabus team. You guys were, I believe, Steel Hunters, correct? All right. Well, in that case, congratulations to Steel Hunters. You guys have won the first round of this tournament. You guys are going to be advancing in the winner's bracket. Owerabus, you're not quite done yet. You do have a chance to come back in the loser bracket. So congratulations. I need to hit the start tournament button. So Steel Hunters 2, Owerabus 1. Congratulations, you two. All right, now all y'all exit the custom lobby. We're going to go ahead and get the next round started here. The next round is Team Warsuffer versus Team, and yes, this is their team name, Dumbass Siege Players. If you're a member of those two teams, please let me know. Send me your War Thunder names. Squatting Gamer living up to his name and squatting in my custom lobby. God damn it. Alright guys, we can make this go a lot faster. Just go ahead, send me your War Thunder names. Can get this going. Okay, so I've got Potato Plays. I've got Conafox. Who else here is a member of these two teams? If you guys know where your teammates are, make sure to tell them to send in their names and get in here, because otherwise... once again, Teams Warsuffer and Team Dumbass Siege Players, you two are up now for the second round of the tournament. If you're in either of those two teams, please let me know. Send me your War Thunder name. We'll get you in the tournament. Anybody else from these two teams? The first round is going to be ground. I'll roll for the map right now. Frosty, are you a team leader of one of the two? Is that why you're sending me? Which team is yours? The winning map is Sinai again. Hope you guys aren't sick of Sinai, because we're going right back. Okay, I'm getting team names here. I assume that this is the correct people. I'll go ahead and invite you here. And if either of your two teams need a player to join, I do still have one free player who's looking for a team. Yes, if you want to know what teams are going up next, if you go to the top of the Mute Speakery, I have posted a bracket so you can see. Obviously, that bracket is now outdated by one round. I guess I'll post it again with the new updated bracket, which is... One second. Still need to find out who's losing. So this is the new bracket. Right, I am inviting everyone I was just sent. That name doesn't show up. No, squad chat is not disabled anymore. And I'm still missing people. Who are we missing here, guys? Come on. I've got 2 players from one team. I've invited 3 other people who have been sent to me, but none of them have joined. If we can't get a team here, we're gonna have to just skip these 2. Probably will progress whoever the 2 allied players are, because they at least are here. Okay, I've got a insert for you. Zuri, I don't know how to say your name. I do apologize. You are now filling in for this team. Which team are you two? Kona Boy and Potato. Which team are you two? You two are gonna... Okay, Dumbass Siege Players is gonna win out of hand because War Suffer is unfortunately not attending, apparently. Unless that's Frosty, but I have invited your entire team. They have all received invites. I can send again. Hold on. So, Azuri, I'll invite you. You're going to be on Dumbass Siege Players team. I have outgoing squad invites for multiple players. I'll send them again, I guess. Once again, sorry for all the audience members. I'm sure this part is not exactly fun to watch. Alright, yes, I can ping you when it's your turn. It's tier 4 and below, any vehicle within that range. I've given invites. Can you make sure that last one you sent me is correct? Because I do not see anyone by that name when I search. The Flame Demuiba guy. Can you make sure that one's correct? I realize in retrospect, I really should have made everyone submit War Thunder names when I was doing the team registrations, but it somehow didn't dawn on me that I should do that. I do apologize to everyone. That is my fault. I've never held anything like this before. Yes, this is entirely on me. I've never held a tournament before. That was my mistake. Okay, everyone should be invited now. We will, in fact, be doing this round. All right, so I've got Potato, I've got Kona, I've got Gaudy, I've got Amoeba. I'm missing 2 players from both teams. Who do I need to invite? They both have active invites. Do they need to get resent? That is the invitations for... Death Skull 84, and who am I missing here? The Der Barnes. I'm really sorry, I cannot say some of these names. I do deeply apologize. There. Invite you again. Oh, did you leave to change your lineup? Okay, that would explain it. Well, you've been invited again. Hello. Still waiting on 1 player from both teams. I think... Yes, you can invite your friends from here, y'all. Make sure you set your team. So I think, considering how long these rounds are taking, we're going to split the loser bracket off. We're going to do all of the winners bracket till the very end, and then we'll do all of the losers bracket on another day. You are on the allies. What do you want to know about the teams? Yes, you're on the ally team. We're missing 1 from the Axis still. We'll see. I'll talk to the people in the losers bracket and try to figure out a date that works for all of them. Okay, everyone is here. Fantastic. All right, set your teams. Death Skull, you need to be set to Axis. Okay, now everyone from those 2 teams, please split off from theater. Make your own voice channels so you can communicate with each other. And good luck. Okay, we're just waiting on the teams to get ready, and then we will begin round 2, or game 2, heat 2 of the tournament. How has this been for all the spectators thus far? Oh, Kona Fox needs to be unsilenced. Okay, I should have fixed that for both of you. Alright. Just waiting on Amoeba and Fox. Yes, I may have interrupted myself. I do not recall. Has this been pleasant to watch for all the spectators? Is there anything I could be doing to make this a little better for all of you, or? Well, all the team members are ready. Let's go ahead and start round heat 2, whatever the word is. Appreciate that. All right, we're back on Sinai. We just did 2 rounds here. We're doing a 3rd because that's what the wheel decided. The wheel is God. Let's see what these 2 teams do. Now that we have 2 completely separate teams, we're hopefully going to see some different strategies. I did see an Italy team. Italy's always fun to see because they have some of the Speedy Boys, and Speedy Boys are always real fun to see what people can do with. We might see some R3s, we might see some L3s, and we might see some have some very fast heat slinging. On the other team, we've got a Chaffee, a
to the map.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Attention to the map.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
We're winning.
Attention to the map!
Oh, I'm sorry. It just, if we end here, it's going to take an actual week of us doing games to get through, because we've only done 2 games. There's 2 more to go in the first layer of brackets alone. Then, 4 more after that. And that's not even counting the losers bracket. We can discredit losers bracket if people really don't want to do it, but we're going to need to do a few more games today. Losers bracket is not happening today. That is something that's definitely going to have to wait, because it's going to be a lot of games. I will talk to all the teams in the loser bracket, and we'll figure out what dates work for everyone, because then I know exactly which teams are there, so I can talk to them. At least 2 at this point, yes. Okay, is everyone in? You guys need to get in the session so we can move on to inviting the other people. I've got a pending invitation for Anti-Air Gun. Can whoever that guy is a team of, I think that's Raziel, can you make sure he gets in? And then I'll start inviting the For the Giggles player. Okay, I am missing... I believe I'm missing 1 player. It's Anti-Air Gun, I believe. I will send them another invite. Alright, there you go, another invite. You guys are able to invite your friends as well. So if your friend is not in at the moment, your teammate is not in, you are able to invite them to your squad, and they'll be able to join through that.
Roger that.
We are missing a player. Real quick, so the For the Giggles team are all in. We are waiting on the 212th. I have a pending invitation for the guy. He just needs to accept. Yeah, I'll bring that up. Okay, everyone. Chronological Gamer has suggested we put on a bit of music. I don't know what we'd play, but what do you guys think of that idea? Please answer in Mute Speakery Games Edition, or I will never see it. I don't know if you guys just wanted something like quiet in the background, just to not make it completely silent.
Hi, Tuna.
In here, can I dedicate that to you to put on or something?
No, I was just checking on what you were doing. I'm just gonna leave again. I can't watch the stream.
Unfortunate. Anti-Air Gun needs to join. Raziel, can you get him to accept, or tell me what's going on? We are currently waiting on them.
For everyone else during the tournament, I wish you good luck.
Thank you, Stella. He's not in the lobby, Raziel. At least I don't see him in the lobby. While we wait, I'm going to spin for the map. So, the map for this round will be Please Don't Be Sinai. I'm getting a little sick of Sinai. I have good news. It is not Sinai. We are going to be going to the beaches of Normandy for this round. There we go. And the air gun's in. Fantastic. There you go, that'll fix that. Okay, anti-air gun, set your team to allies. Get your team loadouts or lineups ready, and then we will begin this round. The current team is For the Giggles versus the 212th. We are waiting on Brazil. Okay, everyone is ready. Let us begin the next round of the tournament. If you are one of the two teams participating, please leave the voice chat and go make your own so you don't, be cheating. And let us begin.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Normandy's an interesting map. It's very urban. Lots of streets. The whole thing is curved. There's lots of buildings. So in the much more close quarters environment of this map, I'm curious to see what the teams are going to take. Will it still be the heavily armored tank destroyers, or are they going to take a more agile approach to this map and flank through the fields to get around? It's up to the teams, and, well, we'll see what they choose. Unfortunately, unlike the online version of this map, there are no balloons for the teams to shoot at, so we can't have any balloon massacres. We have two M41s and a Tiger 2P out of green team, a M41 SU-122, and a Tiger 2H out of purple team. Of these, I'm going to say the 122 is the more unusual pick, especially considering he only has high explosive shells. But considering half the enemy team, or rather more than half the enemy team, is light tanks, it's not an entirely bad decision. Green team seems to be tearing it down the beach side of the map. This is very open. Not a lot of cover here. There are rocks, but there's not much than that. Seems to be paying off. We may end up with this 41 and this 41 getting into a duel here. Be interesting to see if they notice each other. He can't not see him, right? Oh my god. Well, this is very interesting. Both players very near to each other, yet so far, neither player has seen each other. I think they know, but I do not believe that they are entirely certain. Tiger 2 going to be pushing up around this corner. That M41 is going to be looking for an opportunity here. Maybe he can get a shot. That 122, I think, has line of sight. If he knows. Anti-air gun definitely knows about that Tiger 2. Calls him out on the map. He does not know about the M41, however, who is watching his position. This M41 and this M41 might be able to see each other if he starts pushing up that hill. It'll be very interesting to see how that goes. And both teams' Tiger 2s are about to have an artillery duel. Porsche Tiger for green team, and I forget what the H stands for, actually. For the other. This M41 losing his turret traverse. And the Tiger 2H just destroyed one of the M41s, who got a little too aggressive and ended up in the open. Tiger 2P pushing up to the same place his comrade just died. He's going to be entering a duel here with the H. Not this H, the other H. 41 down here in the ditch, very vulnerable. Neither team, interesting enough, going for the point. The previous two rounds, the point was really the deciding factor. But both teams have just ended up in a stalemate just outside of it. All it's going to take is one member deciding to flank around right, and this match could have a very different outcome. 41 and Tiger 2 deciding to push up. The Porsche Tiger looking the wrong way. Seems to be... Oh, never mind. He sees the 122. I didn't even see the 122. 122's trying to make something happen. Doesn't seem to be doing too much, though. This 41's pushing up over here. It's gonna... Porsche Tiger eviscerated by the H. That Tiger 2H piloted, or driven, commanded by Paladin, claiming 2 victims thus far. SU-122 looks like it might be going for the objective to take it for its team. The only remaining member of Green Team on the front line is this M41, who is in a very precarious situation in a standoff with one of its own kind and a Tiger 2H. This is not the situation you really want to find yourself in. He is, however, keeping both these players somewhat distracted. There's a chance for the Panzer 470 over here and the Jagdpanzer 45 to make something happen. However, I just perished while I was off looking at those other two in a cruel fate. In fact, destroyed by the Tiger H, meaning Paladin is now on a 4-kill spree without a single death. Paladin really proving the power of one of the big cats in the right hands. Being, I think, actually the only member of his team with a kill. Green Team, changing up tactics, instead of fighting on the coast, have decided to go and fight in the cities. This 1-2-2 waits in ambush. However, neither of the teams really seem to be sure where the other is, with both teams taking a bit of a defensive stance here.
I agree.
Tiger 2H holding down the beach side of things, really trying to pin down the other team. He may get into a fight with that other Tiger 2H if he gets line of sight on him. Just on the other side of this monument here. Both players will be able to see each other. Paladin not looking the right way. This is an opportunity for Raziel if he sees him, but he doesn't seem to. He's looked past him twice. Neither player realizing the blunder of the other. Raziel realizing it, taking an advantage. Ends up with a rather unfortunate shot that ends up eaten entirely by that turret ring. Doesn't even destroy it. It's the power of German engineering. This JP-45 taking advantage of the confusion, try to grab the point, but the SU-122 appears to be somewhat fending him off. If the 122 gets a shot here, he may be able to overpressure him, but I do not believe he's in a good position himself. Tiger 2 and Panzer 4 both taking shots at him. Ends up killed by the Panzer 470. Oh, and that was Paladin finally being taken out by the JPZ-45, letting Green Team capture the point, giving them advantage. Lawful Cannibal over here is on a bit of a flank with his Tiger 2H, gonna be trying to make something happen. As I am blocked by the trees, I'm gonna hide my
Attention to the map.
mouse pointer. Both these tank destroyers clearly know he's there. As Tiger, he does get a good shot on the other Tiger H, but he's now getting pushed. They have an advantage over him because he's reloading. He manages to not die to the shot from the 4.5, takes out the 70. He's now got to survive while he reloads once again. The dead body of his comrade is actually saving him somewhat. Gets a quick snapshot off, taking out the 470. Raziel over here has no engine, gets taken out as well. Lawful with the triple takeout over at the main point. Going to be able to recap that point for Purple Team. I believe that we have two, or at least maybe one knockout here for Green Team. Yeah, anti-aircraft gun has reached his third death. Is going to be permanently out for the rest of this round. A bit of a missed call from Green, calling a position that no members of Purple are currently at. A ASU-57 from Purple. I'm really curious to see what he does with that. While a Tiger E and a Panther G are the responses from Green. Obviously, Tiger E is a little underpowered here versus a Tiger 2. But is probably suited well against the ASU and the Panther A if he plays his cards right. Panther G trying to get sight on A. Doesn't quite see nothing. Takes a shot. I don't quite know who just got shot at. I believe this Tiger 2H may have just taken a shot. Yes, the Tiger E and the Panther 2H are currently in an engagement. Advantage is obviously to the Tiger 2, but the Tiger E did get first shot. That does mean a lot in these kind of fights. Shot on the Panther A from the G. Has taken out a fair amount of his crew. Gun breach and turret drive is down now. That is a disabled Panther commanded by Paladin. Panther G pressing advantage. An artillery barrage on his location. Takes a shot at the Tiger 2. Don't know how much that did. Tiger 2 unharmed by it. Panther G also ricocheting his round. Takes a shot. Bounces. Tiger 2 takes a shot. Panther G's gun breach and rotation drive is down. That is unfortunately probably going to mean his demise here, as he is destroyed by the Tiger 2. Remaining player, Ender, here in a Tiger E in a 1v3 situation. Paladin temporarily disabled, but currently undergoing repairs. And Ticket Bleed about to claim their lives. As I believe, with how fast that's bleeding, which is quite fast actually, that the game is over in a few moments here. What did my camera just do? ASU nearly assassinates the Tiger E, unfortunately dies to it just before the end of the round. A rather unfortunate fate for that ASU. So, victory that round, going to Lawful Cannibal, Paladin, and Warlord. That's going to be team, I believe, yes, that's not the 2-1-12. That's the For the Giggles players. Good job, you guys. Air round time. I will spin the wheel. Let's see where they're going to be fighting. They're going to be fighting in Ireland. I've seen this map before. Nothing new here. Let's see if Team For the Giggles is going to take this heat right here, or if Team 2-1-12 is going to be able to make something of a comeback start happening. Got a lot of German teams, however we do have an American and Russian, so there is going to be some variety in this match. Once all the players are ready, let's see what happens here. Lawful, you good? Now the question becomes, are both teams going to take serious lineups, or is there going to be something interesting here? It's always something I'm kind of hoping for, especially with the air rounds, is people taking unusual picks. Who knows? Someone could take a biplane or a Ju-87 and see what happens. Alright, Ireland's a fun map. There is actually a bridge the players can fly under. No one took advantage of that last time, but we'll see if anyone does this time. Aerial rockets, an HE. Oh my god, we've got a biplane. And a JU with the 37s. And a Yak-2 cab with the... Okay, we've got some interesting picks from both teams. I'm really interested to see what Ender and Paladin in particular are going to end up doing here. Ender obviously going to be hyper maneuverable in that biplane, and Paladin is going to delete anything he hits. Going to try to stick with Paladin here because he's going to be the more interesting of the planes to watch with the 37s. Obviously, Stuka, pretty good airframe. Not usually intended for dogfights. F8F gaining a massive altitude advantage in the early game. This Focke-Wulf with the aerial rockets, I'm curious to see if he tries to take advantage of those. The Yak-2, very scary weaponry, not maneuverable in the slightest. Battle has begun. Both teams engaging each other here. Biplane, very slow to the front line. Paladin going for the biplane! We're gonna witness a fucking murder! This isn't fair, the poor child! Paladin in the biplane duking it out to see who's the king here, king of the skies. A somewhat smoking Yak 2 flying by. He's lost his tail. This is not usually what you want to see out of your airframe. It isn't the end of the world, though. This plane is still very sturdy, still flying around. JU trying to save his teammate here, going on a dive. Someone has just been destroyed. And that was Warlords, the Yak 2. Focke-Wulf's got someone on his 6. He has fired his aerial rockets. I didn't see any connections, though. 109 on his 6. F-84 trying to shake him off for him. It's not happening. The JU and the HE are in a dogfight. Ender has taken damage to his landing gear, and Paladin is taking actually some somewhat minor damage to his wing and tail. I'm curious to see if he's going to try to keep turning or if he's going to end up trying to use the tail gunner to shoot down this Pesk. Looks like he might be lining up for a tail gunner here. Never mind, instead engaging and shooting down the Focke-Wulf. The HE ran out of ammo there, was rapidly replenished. It is a advantage right now to Team 2112. Over here, Ender, not having claimed any kills, about to be executed by a 112. Manages to dodge it. That maneuverability really coming in handy for him. Both teams here using somewhat unusual aircraft. At F2G1 out a D5 Stuka. A Ju-87 D5 of all aircraft. What is he taking? He's taking the machine guns. He has 12 extra machine guns on his airframe. That is a lot of firepower. He's, of course, running tracers. Claims the life of that poor man as he flies by. HE-112's engine appears to be gone. Oh, right, that's the man we just witnessed getting murdered. Did I just hear the HE get a kill? No, I believe that was the F2G getting shot down. The MiG-3 has claimed the F2G. They actually traded. Ju-87 and HE-51. This 51, he died. He's brought back a second biplane. These madmen. HE-100D1 out of Lawful. The Stuka tries to go for the climb, doesn't quite make it. Is shooting at someone. HE-100 intimidated off by the fucking laser beam. Yak 1 trying to get shots on. Misses all of it. Stuka coming around, gonna try to get a shot. Getting dived on by a Focke-Wulf though. Let's look at the HE real quick. Focke-Wulf on the JU. HE's taking some shots, but not doing very much with those tiny 7.7s. F-82E, the freaking Freedom Dispenser, has just eviscerated that Focke-Wulf from just the universe. A lot of tracers coming from this team. Claims another setting afire that Yak 1. The Stuka was on him too. We have two players from the same team here running tracer pods and gun pods. It is ridiculous. The Yak 1 died to the Stuka. He's using his tail gunner. HE-100 trying to get some shots, getting lasered down by the F-82. I think that might be it. That is it. This team has won with a Stuka, an HE-51, and a Freedom Dispenser. Obviously, most of that work being done by the guy who has way too many 50 cals. But the Stuka, with 3 kills and an assist from Ender, that team did very well. Congratulations. With that, both teams are tied 1-1. 2-12 takes this round. We're going to be proceeding on to the third and final round on ground. Let's spin the wheel and see what we get. A new map, I believe. I don't know if we've gotten this one before. We have gotten Middle East. Middle East, obviously, an interesting map. It simultaneously has a lot and very little in the way of cover. depending on where you are on the map. Let's see what the teams get up to for this final battle. All right, all the teams are ready. We're going to go ahead and begin this final round of the heat. Once again, if you're part of these two teams, please don't be in here, so you're not cheating. I don't believe anyone is, but I just want to keep repeating that line in case anyone forgets to leave. Alright, we have somewhat standard from what we've come to expect for this tournament. Somewhat standard opening with the M41s. Seems to be a favorite of all the teams that have gone up so far. With each team generally bringing at least one of the Bulldogs. A Sterner Emil. I have said that wrong. I do not apologize. Out of purple team, it's going to be... The power in my house has just gone off. If I disconnect suddenly, that is why. Anyways, carrying on. And an SU-122 as well. Out of Team 2-1-12. I also have realized that Paladin is currently watching Mute Speakery, which I didn't say he couldn't do, but okay, everyone, please don't give away any information in that channel because they might see it, and I don't want to make this unfair. Someone has disconnected from Anti-Airgun has disconnected from the match. I don't know what has happened there, but they've lost one of their players. Where is he? He's somewhere. Is he just broken? He's right here. Or is that my internet who's died? Because no one's moving. Oh, never mind. That was just... Okay, the power's gone out again. Please send help. I'm having exciting things in real life and in game. Well, they're a player down. I don't know what happened. But there's not much I can really do here, so we'll just see what the two teams get up to now. One player down for green team. That's gonna be for I believe that's for team. Just wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Someone confirm me. Which team won last round? For some reason, I'm blanking. Was it Anti-Airgun and Ender, or is it Paladin and Lawful? Which of those two teams won? I'm for some reason blanking. Yeah, I have Fergor. I apologize. Warlords destroyed by a Panther D. Well, I said it was 1-1. I'm just gonna go with that. I'm gonna hope I didn't get that wrong somehow. Sterner Emil running for his life from a 50 caliber. Hit by an artillery barrage that actually took out his breach, but he didn't die somehow. Lawful ends up dying to a T-44 while we were watching the Sterner Emil get absolutely cyberbullied. Well, the reason I asked is my brain went, hey, did you actually say the correct team won? I was worried I said the wrong team won the last one, and so it's like 2-0, but I said it's 1-1 or something. Anyways, the Sterner is unfortunately about to get violently murdered by 50 caliber gunfire. He's down to his last crew member. His transmission's gone. This is a very sad thing to see. And so we're gonna look away. We don't want to see this poor child's last moments. Green team has captured A, pushed the enemy back to their spawn basically. We might see some spawn killing here. Panther D has got line of sight on that Tiger. The Tiger has just saved the Sterner. Sure. Paladin. He saved Paladin. What a great teammate. That's the kind of guy you always wish was on your squad, but never is. This is Panther. Is now the forward element of green team. He's out here in the open. I think he sees that Tiger. Misses. That's an interesting predicament. Just giving away your location very loudly, and you didn't get anything for it. Turner is still repairing, probably will be for the next several centuries. He's gone for the rest of the game. A fate worse than death. Panther peeks the Tiger 2. Gets a shot off. He's fired an HE round at the gun port. I'm not entirely sure what the intent was. T-34 behind the Panther. He doesn't know. His T-34 might get him. He's behind the 44 too. This 34 could end up completely eviscerating them. Fires a shot. The track eats the whole thing. That is not what you want to see from shooting someone in the side, is their track eating the whole round. The T-44, is his gun out? No, why isn't he shooting? Oh, it's anti-air gun. He reconnected. That explains a lot. Panther did end up destroyed by the Tiger 2. T-44 still getting pounded by this 34, who's firing solid shots. Has Warlord brought all of his ammo? Does he have over 100 rounds here? Well, 44 ends up dying. And now both teams are going to start fighting once again over the middle. Tiger 2 from 212 over here, who's going to probably have to contest the capturing of the A point. An artillery barrage directly on this Tiger 2. That was very well called in. It might end up marking him. I don't know if that marked him. T-34 getting shot by that Tiger, sets him on fire, doesn't do anything worse than that. 34 is able to contest that point capture now and turn it for purple. Tiger 2 might end up trying to push him here. I think he can take a shot from the 34, but with support from that Tiger 2 and that Sterner now, I don't know if the Tiger is going to be able to do much without his team here to support. 3 heavy tanks out of the 21st. A Tiger 2, an IS-2, and another Tiger 2. A lot of heavy boys. That's not what you want when you're trying to get to the point, though. But once they get here, that's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Tiger 2 supporting the 34 on the point. IS-2 supporting the Tiger 2. Now, with 2 heavies here, you'd think you're safe to push. IS-2 might have line of sight. Takes out the Sterner. An unfortunate pick. Tiger 2H falling back. T-34 explodes violently. And this Tiger 2 is now left all alone. He's undamaged. And now he doesn't have a barrel. Tiger 2P over here. What in God's name just happened to my camera? And this Tiger 2H is now in a 1v3 without a gun barrel. He's going to have to fall back, loses his track, no retreat left for him. If he has smokes, hopefully he pops them now, but doesn't seem like he has any intent to do so. Tiger 2H decapping the point. An ASU-57 and another Tiger 2 out of purple team. They're going to be pushing back up to try to save the 2. Bounces a shot. Tiger 2H actually about to come around the corner on Lawful Cannibal and maybe take a shot at him. Lawful's repair should be done here soon. Barrel back up. Lawful able to make a play happen maybe. Tiger 2H pushing the corner maybe a little too aggressively. Shot missed from Raziel. And I had to hold tab for a second and the man died during it. Unfortunate.
Attention to the map! Affirmative!
A 15 centimeter out of Lawful. God bless his heart. And an ASU engaging, I think, the IS-2. This is a strategy. He's not really able to do very much, but bless his heart for trying. Paladin gonna have to do probably a fair bit of the heavy lifting here against these IS-2 and Tiger 2s. But if that 15 centimeter gets a good shot off, he might be able to take out one of these vehicles. Paladin getting shelled to death. The ASU really needs to get up there, but he's not able to do much for fear of being spotted here. Once that little guy gets seen, it's kind of it for him. 15 centimeter coming up to the front, and ASU violently explodes due to Tiger 2H. Let's watch the 15 here as he makes a play. I don't think any of Green Team knows he's here. He might be able to sneak up on him, and if he gets a nice shot, it could mark it. Paladin, unfortunately, getting ammo racked. 15 centimeters making a play. He sees him. Oh, that is really unfortunate. Raziel, unfortunately, seeing him before he could get a shot off, ending his life. And I believe that is going to be it. GG, 212th are going to be taking this game and carrying on in the bracket. GG to both teams. All right, so the winner of that was the 2-1-12th. For the giggles, did take a round, but unfortunately did end up losing. I will send the updated bracket now into chat. This is what we are currently at. Yeah, nuclear war should probably hold off. So the next teams up are going to be 3 Idiots and Graph Vent Mouse. Would the team leaders or individual members of those teams please send me their in-game names and we'll get them here in the tournament. Remember, you can invite your friends, so if these are people you have on your friends list, once you're in, you can invite them as well, just to try to speed things up a little here. Got a mouse. I do need the other members of the team. All right, got a bunch of people trying to get you all in. This has gone much better than previous rounds in terms of getting everyone in. Oh, what do you mean by that? Allowed to be stabbed? Yeah, you can have both. Just only spawn in tanks or planes, depending on what you're doing. Okay, and with that, I think we got everyone. That was much quicker than last rounds. Good job, all y'all. All right, that should be everyone. Yes, is this everybody? Set your teams.
I'm here. Okay, so since we are on Sweden, 1 point in the middle, I'm going to the left. No, yes, left. The right is maybe too dangerous for me. Low end 40 tons. Oh, Sobel isn't joining. But I'll go in which side? Good luck. Alright. I have an SPA, I guess, since I saw shots. I'm really fragile, so wanna up my son a bit, so right. Yeah, me too, don't worry. Be fine, I guess. Alright. The transmission to someone.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Okay, there is 2 guys on. And here. Got his track. And someone else. Don't push too much. There's someone else on A. And I'm going to flank. Nice. Good job.
Let's go! Our sector is under artillery barrage! We are losing.
Nice, good job. Yeah, I'm going to flank. I'm behind their line. Oh, there is someone there. One second. Oh yes, the mouse, go back. Take the point. Go. Going here, in front of me. We should take care of the side and behind. So get the side.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Okay, I'm moving. I'm going to my position I took last time. Okay, you should not mind about the engine. Because when you have to move faster, it's a tournament, so we are only 3, and they know your position. They might know. I'm securing the left side. M4. 3, M4. Shit. That's also. Did it shot you? Right. One down. Danger. I'm alone on this one. Oh shit, you got my track. He got my engine. I'm dead, I guess.
Have captured a zone.
I tried to temporize, but I'm dead. Likely. I try to conserve my FP. Okay, I'm dead. The other one flanked me.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
On target.
Oh, can you revive? Alright. Okay, so be careful. Oh no, he's not on the vehicle. Too bad. Oh god. Too bad. Yeah. I think the bad move we do is to stay on the point. Okay, scooted someone. I hope so see him. Right, I got him. And you're reverse, that's stupid. Okay, I go on the point.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Haha, I got you.
This time, the
No!
enemy will be stronger.
Come on!
Withdraw.
That's so sad. airtime, so I took German because I have a lot of fun playing the German side. Ouch. Okay, we have to get win the two next battle. Okay. Comment ça, again, cheater? Oh, that. They think I cheated. Yeah. Yay. No, it's fine. Don't worry. We have to win this one, okay? You want go, right. Like, I won't claim any speed before engaging. I don't recommend you to claim. Too shitty plane. We are fine. I guess I'll just clean. I'll engage the protest. Do you need help? No. Spitfire. Oh, you hurt. Going on the BB1. Slow as fuck. I need help. Can you get on the speed? Alright, I'm dead. I'm on the speed. I got him. I'm dead. Oh, you both died? Oh no, it's fine. Coming with is definitely plane. Engaging the Thunderbolt. the final part. Oh, come on. Alright, I'll play seriously. Ah, this is... Congrats. Oh, I'm coming. Evade. Coming. Doing my best. Right. I got the potato. The guy is behind me, he's on me. Again, just maneuverability. I count on you, alright? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we all died. Yeah.
Your friends never hurt anyone, except for the friends. All right. Well, with that, I think that's victory for the allied players. Which was your team? Allied team. So it's gonna be like Jules, and Patrick. What was your team? Just to make sure I don't put the wrong team as winning. All right, good game from all players involved. Okay, that was Graf Ventmoss. Okay. Let me just write down your victory. All right, before we begin the next round, I'm going to call a short intermission of about 10 minutes or so, if you guys think that sounds good. Mostly because I need to get a drink of water. I have... my throat is very dry. So if that sounds good with all of you, we'll take a 10-minute break, and then we will do the rest of the tournament after that. How's that sound? All right, so it is. We'll just call it 1:30. It's like 1:28 my time. So in 10 minutes, I'll start up the next game. Good job so far to everyone who has participated. Thank you all for showing up, and let's see you all in 10 minutes. Okay, I am back. I see people are confused. We're just taking a 10-minute intermission, just in case people want to like get water or a snack or something. I personally needed to go get a glass of water because my throat was killing me. So that's what's going on. If the next teams are here, I will send the I'll send the current updated leaderboard or brackets. So this is the next teams up are going to be the Canard team and the Boppus team. Yeah, I made comments about the Puma. If you're if you're in one of the next two teams coming up, send me in DMs your War Thunder name. If you're not here right now, that's fine, because we are technically in intermission right now. Just figured I'd get ahead of it. And unfortunately, all of you who are currently in the lobby, I'm going to have to assassinate you and kick you out. Thank you for participating. Come back later. You guys can still talk. Just I got to take the lobby back. Let's start getting people in. Enter. I put the next two teams in the speakery chat. So you can check in there who's next up. All right, I've invited everyone I've gone so far. Just you can watch the stream if you want to spectate. Brutally assassinated. Goodbye. All right, I have 2 people here. Who else am I inviting? I've invited 2 people. Someone hasn't taken an invite. I'm gonna revoke, and then I'll add you again, I guess. Remember, you guys can invite your friends with the squad feature, so just try to get them in here so we can go ahead and go. Get started. Obviously, this has been dragging for quite some time. That's how these things go, I guess. Okay, who's here right now? I've got Silver, the Valky person. No, I told you guys RX wasn't going to be on your team. Who was your replacement? I told the other member. Sorry, trying to keep track of all my DMs is difficult at the moment. Are you in right now? Oh, because hold on, I have to do this. There's your other teammate. So hold on, so this is one of the teams. Who's the team that's missing? I've got all the members for the Canard team. Who's the Moppus and the Bird team? Hold on. So that's Shadowhound, Jello's Lag, and Picky. Are any of those people here? If you're not here, you're gonna forfeit your match. It's not your team. Enter. You guys are up next. You're about to be up right now because they're about to forfeit. All right, going fucking once, going twice. Forfeited, I guess. None of them are here. Okay, you guys win. Congratulations. Sorry about that. Guess this just happens. Okay, up next is Gregorian, Georgian, whatever, I cannot speak. Georgian versus Steel Hunters. Steel Hunters, you're making your return this round. So if you are a member of those teams, send me a DM again, just mostly so I can remember for the Steel Hunters guys, but also now the new team of Georgian Legion. Yep, just send me a DM so I remember who's in the team and who I need to invite. All right, Chetch, you're added. Okay, just gonna start inviting people. Chet, you should have an invite. Enter, you have an invite. Yep. Once you're in, invite your teammates. Just save me the headache. So this is the first round of what is it called? Whatever. We're back onto like the next level of bracket. It's not semifinals, is it? Semifinals is right before the final. So this is whatever's before that. Quarterfinals, I guess. So we're on to the quarterfinals of the tournament. Who else was part of the Steel team? It was like Mates, right? Mates 98, was that one of them? I don't remember. Yeah, Steel was the team that needed the fill-in, I think. So that's JU88. Is he still here, though? I think we may have lost some people during the course of this. All are here? Okay. Well, let's get 88 in here then. I just didn't see him in the VC. Yeah, alright. Take your time. Alright. No, we're doing tanks. Tanks first. I'll pick the map, figure out the map now. I'm having a stroke. I've been talking for too long. Okay, it is Advance to the Rhine. That is the map. Yeah, I'm changing it. Alright, Advance to the Rhine. Here we are. Okay, and I'm missing one person from both the teams. I don't know who. Well, I do know who, I just don't remember their in-game. So either you guys need to invite them or just send me their in-games if you're in the teams but not in. Do we need a fill-in for Yeah, okay, so it was Mates. I was right. That's who I was missing. There you go. Yeah, you're invited. I think we may need a fill-in for the Georgian Legion team. Does anyone here want to volunteer? Any volunteers to help him out? Anyone here who want to join? No one? Well, if... Alright, so enter its... Okay, as Azuri's volunteering. Alrighty. So you're on 2 teams, which is gonna make things awkward if you end up having to fight your own team. But it'll be fine for now. We'll figure out what to do when that happens. There you go. You're invited. Okay, you're gonna be on Axis there. Okay, so advance to the Rhine. If you are in this game, please do leave the voice chat, just so we don't have any overhearing of me saying things. Either go to your own VCs or just leave the voice chat for the moment. Enter that means you need to get out of here. We're just gonna wait a second for everyone to get to their VCs. There we go. Okay, I think that's everyone. With that, we're gonna begin the first of the semifinals. I need to get him out of my squad. Do you guys need me to wait a second? Unready up if you're not ready. No one? Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're starting. Okay, Advance to the Rhine is obviously a... sorry about that. Advance to the Rhine is a very urban map. The capture point, however, is in a field with very little cover. So it's an interesting difference between most of the map and the capture point. So it'll be interesting to see how the teams deal with that. I see something interesting from this team. We've got 2 interesting picks straight off the bat from the steel the steel. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Steel Hunters. We've got from the Legion, we've got an RU-251 and a Stug. But I'm really interested in the 15cm and Ferdinand. Those are 2 very interesting tanks. The 251 is going to get a super early cap off, though, which might actually be just enough to give an advantage to them. We'll see. 251 already on the point. That is going to give away his location to the T-34, who's probably going to be the first one to enter conflict with him. T-34 not quite looking at him. Okay, there they go. Now they're looking at each other. Curious to see what the RU sees. He's very low to the ground, which is to his advantage. They have captured the objective. That's going to start a ticket bleed on green team that they really would rather not exist. Obviously, the Ferdinand and 15cm are very slow tanks. It's going to take them a minute to reposition to where they can actually do anything. Also, on the inverse, however, this T-34 and Stug are very far back. They're not really doing too much for them. That leaves the RU-251 effectively on his own. That T-34 and him are probably about to get into a shooting fight here if they see each other. Both parties do have line of sight on the other. I think he knows. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Ferdinand is pushing up on him. That's something that's going to be fun to find out. If that Ferdinand gets right up in his face, what do you do about it? It's a Ferdinand. So we'll have to see what happens with that. T-34 somewhat trapped back here. He can't really advance without peeking the 251. He is peeking him. I don't know if they can actually shoot each other at that point. Ferdinand's just going for it. He doesn't care. doesn't seem to notice the 251. 250, he sees him now. This is gonna be a bit of a wrecking ball. This dude just get hit by the 15 centimeter who has claimed a victim. Ferdinand's lost his gun breech. Very angry looking T-34 in the distance there. Without his gun breech, Ferdinand doesn't have much bite to him. .251's Heat FS, I think, can go through the Ferdinand. This is really what's doing it. T-34 running to the side. Here comes the 15 centimeter. He might end up behind them here. And if he gets a shot off, that could be a instantaneous one-shot kill. T-34 is in a bit of a fight here. Both T-34s for green, or both vehicles that aren't the 15 for green, are out. Their barrels are out. It's going to be up to the 15 to save his friend. Yes, he gets him. Manages to kill the T-34. Not going to save his 34 from the RU. RU now looking at him. Unless he gets that reload off real fast, like about 3 to 4 or 5. Doesn't get it. That's a shame. T-34 about to basically burn to the ground. Not much in there that's functional. And that RU is about to put the finishing blow. Purple team still maintaining the control point. The Ferdinand trying to get on it to try to decap it. That Ferdinand does now have a functional gun once again. He manages to decap the point by touching it. So that point will eventually hit neutral once again. KV2 out of green team. And a Panzer IV out of purple. Got some very interesting picks. Panzer IV versus Ferdinand. I don't think this is a fight you traditionally want to take as the 4. Ferdinand, however, it seems to be quite overly cautious, most likely due to him being alone. Sees the 4, is opting to not take it because he's watching for the 251. Loses his barrel to the 251. Not able to do very much about that at all. Obviously, no machine gun, no secondary weapon. KV2 is pushing up. Hetzer as well, coming to support. That Ferdinand has been nothing but a bullet sponge this whole game. Hasn't been able to kill anyone, but also hasn't died either. He's doing his best. Unfortunately, takes the Panzer IV of all the tanks, kills the Ferdinand. Of all the tanks to get that kill, I didn't think it'd be the 4. The RU-251 dies to the Hetzer. He had tried to flank the Ferdinand, paid for that with his life. Panzer IV looking for the Hetzer, doesn't seem to quite know where he is. That's my guess at least, he doesn't know. Yep, definitely doesn't know, dies to the Hetzer as well. Point has basically been cleared. There's a T-3045 back here still. Hetzer is looking to find him. KV2 pushing up on the point. Hetzer doesn't know.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Okay, Hetzer probably knows actually. He's lined up perfectly for it. He gotta know. He knows. Yeah, he knows. Hetzer is gonna be watching for that T-34. Who mostly seems to be inclined to just getting out of there. KV2 showing up. Looking to get some damage done. He doesn't quite seem to have noticed him. Oh, I believe he's seen him now, or thinks he's seen something. Yes, you do. Come on, I believe in you. KV2 takes the shot, doesn't die, or maybe he actually lost his gunner to that. He hasn't shot. T-34 is going to bully him now. It's rather unfortunate. I have entered a tree. Hetzer's coming up to support. KV2 does get a shot off, manages to... I don't actually think the KV got him. I think the Panther 2 got the kill. Why does my camera keep doing that? Hetzer bounces a shot, loses his barrel though. Not much he can do anymore. Panther A is about to get shot side on from the Panther 2. Has lost his gunnery crew and one of his treads. Panzer IV is going to have to save him if he wants to survive. However, the 4 doesn't seem to have noticed his plight. He's offered to tow him. He needs a bit more than a tow. Panzer IV. He needs a little bit more than a tow. Panzer II get it up in the 4's face. We've got a bit of a sumo wrestling match going on. From the Panther II. He's lost his gunnery crew, actually. That would explain why he didn't delete the 4 out of hand. Thankfully, KV2 managed to hit the 4, saves the Panther 2. Good teamwork there from Green Team. They've managed to secure the point, and didn't all die to do it. Inter has died 3 times. He is out of lives here. We do have a King Tiger and an IS-2 coming in from purple here. Very heavy tanks, especially the King Tiger. The question is, will they be good enough here? KV2, I'm not sure if the KV2 can actually defeat these tanks with overpressure without being very precise. However, I do believe the Panther does stand a chance. Hetzer's in the air. Both teams at something of a stalemate, neither side really advancing on the other. A point is turned green. The tickets are about to even out. I think the KV2 might have just started replenishing crew, if I saw that correctly. Decides against it. Instead backs up. Hetzer and this